Trying to figure that out.
But you got a white that's definitely broken, and then you got a black and a white. The way they're shaped.
3 was pulled out, so the other one's got to be 3. So 3 and 4. 1 is your hot coming in. 1, the black, I would deduce is that. 4 was the head wire broke off. So we active water.
And I'm headed into this middle field. Hey guys, Kapper here. Welcome back to this equipment update / Project 205 update. A quick episode from the field. So when I was clearing some trees, I'm going to show you these wires here on the loader. I pulled them off, and I've been dreading this for a while because this was on my list. Yes, these are the wires hanging right there. They did have a sheathing originally from the factory, but obviously someone else ripped them off several times. I'm not sure if it's the self-leveling loader or the float mode, but either way, when I ripped them off, it started acting wonky. It just wasn't working properly, the loader. So today, luckily, I had Phil there. I was able to use it, but it was still acting funky. So Phil's going to dive in and do a quick field repair on this, and I think it's going to get us going. I tore these wires off. We're going to see if we can get them reconnected or not. Find out in a minute.
Trying to figure that out.
Where's the wire at? Here's the broken wire. You got well, I'm colorblind, but you got a white that's definitely broken, and then you got a black and a white.
There's 3 wires?
Yep.
No, that's bad news bears right there, buddy.
Well, you already got one of the 3 automatically with the ripped one. So the good news is these 3 wires they yanked out from this contraption, whatever it is. One of the ends tore off, so we know where that one goes. So there's 2 wires left, and that's when Phil comes in for troubleshooting. So now we're down to just 50-50 almost.
Yeah, but which one's which? No, this is most likely the one that was broke off, which was number 4.
Yep.
Because these have a soldered end on them. The other 2, one of them has to be 3, so it's 3 and 4. Got to be 1.
Take your best shot at it.
Okay. Best wag.
Is there any evidence at all, like the way they're shaped?
3 was pulled out, so the other one's got to be 3. So 3 and 4. 1 is your hot coming in. So 1, the black, I would deduce is that. 4 was the head wire broke off, so we knew it was that. The only other one is possibly 3, because if I go back to here, well, I guess it could be 2. Oh no, 3 was off. 3 was off. The was out of there. You see, the only 2, if it doesn't work, is you swap 2 and 3.
Swap the 2 and 3.
Yeah, which is pretty good. That's all we gotta try to figure out.
So Phil was trying to tighten these, and it's a round cylinder, and it was tight on space. And I'm like, hey, my GoPro magnet mount is pretty sturdy, so you want me to try to hold it? And he kind of laughed at me. But afterwards, I put it on there, and sure enough, it did the trick, holding that steel in place.
Two was tight. 2 was tight, and nothing broke off in it, so it wouldn't have been tight.
Right, it was not empty.
If it had a wire in it before you decided to modify it.
I think that's the self-leveling bucket. I'm not positive. That's what I think it is. All right, good deal. Put her back together. Got a hammer if you need it. So I hopped in there while Phil was here and we tested it out. I ran the loader up and down and everything seems to be working properly. The self-leveling function is working properly. Part of why I record stuff too is so I can reference it later on, so that there's a black and a white that I would have just had to switch those two. But anyways, thanks Phil again. A quick fix in the field. Because I didn't like having wires ripped out and not knowing what wasn't working properly. So having the goat sure helped again on Project 205. So thanks for joining us. Hope to see you again. Take care.